D2TS Why Phaedra Parks Isn't Seeking Housewives Advice. D2TS celebrity contestant and RHOA star Phaedra Parks is not seeking any advice from her fellow Real Housewives. Several of them have competed in the hit reality dancing competition, so they have a wealth of knowledge. Yet that does not mean Phaedra is calling them up anytime soon. How come? Keep reading for more details. D2TS Why Phaedra Parks Isn't Seeking Housewives Advice. Season 33 of D2TS kicked off on Tuesday, September 17th, and the crowd went wild for all of the dancers. Even the contestants who fell a tad short did not seem to matter. The judges and the viewers alike were thrilled with the talent who were dancing their way across the floor. Of course, the ultimate goal is to walk away with the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy. RHOA star Phaedra Parks was teamed up with Valentin Tchaikovsky. This was fun for both of them as she starred in Season 2 of The Traitors with his brother, Maxim. There is so much Phaedra has done in her life, from being an acclaimed lawyer to a mortician to RHOA, Married to Medicine, and The Traitors. So D2TS was just another challenge and a day in the office. Her Traitors co-star and fellow Bravoleb, Tamra Judge, was in the audience cheering Phaedra on. Several Real Housewives have competed in the past, including her fellow Atlanta ladies, including Kenya Moore, Kim Zolciak, and Nene Leakes. As for other housewives, there was Erika Jayne, Lisa Rinna, Teresa Giudice, Joanna Krupa, and Lisa Vanderpump. However, don't expect Phaedra Parks to phone any of them for advice. According to People, she has opted to go into this somewhat blind. Yet there was another reason why she did not go in depth with the ladies, and it is somewhat of a dig. Ouch. At the same time, Phaedra walked in knowing she was going to have to work extremely hard despite the fun lurking under it all. Fans loved Phaedra. Phaedra Parks got a 19 out of 30 in the D2TS premiere, which was pretty good. More than that, the fans, who did the voting, loved watching her. Phaedra Parks has twirled into the ballroom, and while many of her fellow housewives have strapped on their dancing shoes before her, she's not exactly looking to them for advice. In true Phaedra fashion, she's marching, or rather, cha-chaing, to the beat of her own drum. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta star has never been one to follow the pack. Whether she was juggling her role as an attorney, mortician, or Southern belle with a biting wit, Phaedra always did things her way. So when she signed up for Dancing with the Stars, it wasn't surprising that she decided to tackle the challenge without tapping into the Housewives alumni network for tips. For many housewives who have competed on D2TS, the experience has been equal parts thrilling and grueling. Lisa Vanderpump struggled with exhaustion and even fainted during rehearsals. Lisa Rinna took it seriously, but admitted it was harder than she anticipated. Nene Leakes brought her signature sass, but was booted before she could truly perfect her moves. Erika Jayne dazzled with her pretty mess persona, but ultimately fell flat with the judges. And Teresa Giudice. Let's just say the ballroom wasn't exactly the dining table at Rail's Steakhouse. But Phaedra, she's coming in with the confidence of a woman who has read every situation to filth and lived to tell the tale. I don't need housewives' advice. I need divine intervention, honey, she quipped in a recent interview. Besides, I don't think twirling around a ballroom is any harder than keeping up with some of those ladies at a reunion. I don't need housewives' advice. I need divine intervention, honey, she quipped in a recent interview. Besides, I don't think twirling around a ballroom is any harder than keeping up with some of those ladies at a reunion. Her former RHOA castmates might beg to differ. Portia Williams, her one-time bestie turned frenemy, reportedly laughed when she heard Phaedra was competing. "Oh, she's gonna give us a show, that's for sure," Portia said on her radio show. "But let's see if she can keep up with those steps, baby." It's not just about looking cute. Phaedra, never one to let a comment slide, fired back with a classic Parksism. "Darling, I can keep up with anything, except nonsense." As rehearsals kicked off, insiders revealed that Phaedra's approach to training has been uniquely her own. Unlike housewives who focused on endurance, flexibility, or perfecting their frame, Phaedra is focusing on performance. She wants to entertain, her pro partner shared. She's less concerned with technique and more with giving the audience a moment. That checks out. Phaedra has always known how to command attention, whether it was throwing legendary raids or planning over-the-top themed parties. She understands that DWTS isn't just about mastering footwork. It's about telling a story, connecting with the audience, and making an impact. Of course, that doesn't mean the judges will be lenient. Len Goodman may be gone, but the panel still expects clean lines, precise footwork, and actual ballroom technique. Direcho, who's no stranger to housewives competing on the show, was reportedly skeptical when he heard Phaedra had joined the cast. "She's got personality for days, but let's see if she can translate that to the dance floor," he said. Meanwhile, Phaedra's biggest cheerleader is none other than RHOT's Karen Huger. The Grand Dame herself has been hyping up Phaedra on social media, posting, "My girl at Phaedra Parks is about to shut it down. You better give them life, darling." Phaedra responded with a simple, "You already know." But not everyone in the Bravo sphere is convinced. Tamra Judge, never one to hold back an opinion, threw shade on her podcast. "Look, I love Phaedra, but if she thinks she's going to freestyle her way to the mirror ball, she's in for a rude awakening." Yet if there's anything Phaedra loves, it's proving people wrong. The same way she entered Married to Medicine without missing a beat, she's embracing this new journey with a mix of humor, charm, and just enough Southern shade to keep things interesting. And while she may not be seeking out housewives' advice, she has admitted to getting one piece of guidance. "Mama Joyce told me to watch my ankles, 'cause karma has a way of tripping folks up." Only time will tell if Phaedra waltzes her way to victory or finds herself in a ballroom battle she can't win. But one thing's for sure, whether she's getting 10s or a sea of 4s, Phaedra Parks will make Dancing with the Stars a whole lot more entertaining.